Microsoft is in an identity crisis right now, ladies and gentlemen. Ever since we've got this rumored news that Starfield and other first-party games will be going multi-platform, the PlayStation 5 and the Nintendo Switch, the internet's been in a frenzy. People have been speculating and discussing what is going to happen with Xbox. Let's take everything with a grain of salt. Phil Spencer did say this next week he will be coming to, I guess, clear the air on what the future of Xbox is as far as the vision goes. And unfortunately, it does seem at this point, unless there's some kind of huge, big blockbuster announcement, that Xbox will be going the way of Sega and becoming a software publisher. I'm going to hold my breath again. I have to see more evidence as we see it right now. This is just the internet posting leaks and rumors and things like that. So until the fat lady sings, it's not completely over. For all we know, Xbox could still develop hardware, but that won't be their primary focus. They will be just focusing on multi-platforming initiatives that they're rumored to be starting here. So potentially this could be the end of Xbox as we know it. Either way, there's going to be a huge change here. But today there was something very interesting. GameStop made a post about an event for Game Pass, having people go in to try out Game Pass to sign up for certain times. The thing that caught people off guard is that instead of calling it Xbox Game Pass, they called it Microsoft Game Pass. And this led another slew of speculation and people questioning what the hell is going on with Xbox, possibly thinking that they accidentally leaked a rebranded version of what Game Pass would be called. People are saying, hey, are they going to rebrand it to Microsoft Game Pass? Does this mean Xbox as a brand is going away? It was kind of an unexpected, inadvertently reveal, or that's what people thought. Well, now I'm reading that GameStop came out and said that they named it Microsoft Game Pass on their own, that it was just an oversight, that they didn't mean anything about it. Maybe that could be damage control. Again, we don't know. Phil Spencer hasn't made any kind of public statements yet besides, hey, next week we'll talk about it. So that led a lot of people to believe that there could be a shift in what Game Pass is going to be branded in. I'm going to take a wait-and-see approach. Now, these deletes were all quickly deleted. Let's be honest. People are concerned, especially if you've invested $500 into an Xbox console. You want your money, your investment in your console to be supported by first-party titles, by exclusive IPs. And, yeah, there's concerns about the fate of Xbox exclusives at this point with the overall direction of Microsoft's gaming division. And then you had all those layoffs not too long ago after the Activision Blizzard merger happened. They laid off almost 2,000 people, 1,900 people. And there's some fans out there that are acting extreme about this. They're doing extreme measures. They're smashing their consoles. They're threatening to abandon Xbox. They're putting hashtags in their bios. They're pretty upset. Okay, the Xbots are pretty upset, and I get it. But we got to look at some of the stats here, some of the money that is not coming in. If they're clearly not catching up to the PlayStation 5 as far as sales go, and you have these big franchises that you now own, like the Call of Duties, the Skyrims, the Minecrafts, these huge IPs that make money already being multi-platform games, you're leaving money on the table by not distributing these big popular franchises that you have as a result of the ZeniMax, Activision, Blizzard, and all the other acquisitions you had. So maybe you could make more money becoming a software publisher. As much as that sucks, I like multiple companies out there. I personally don't want companies to fail. I don't want companies to go bankrupt and go away. You know, I miss the days of having a Sega console, but hey, they saw the writing on the wall. It looks like Microsoft might be seeing the writing on the wall with Xbox, as much as it pains me to say, because I enjoy my Xbox. But let's be honest, a huge chunk of what I play on Xbox comes from Game Pass. There's absolutely no reason why we can't have a Game Pass on PlayStation or on Switch. Imagine what doors could open if we had the whole concept. And I know a couple years ago, Microsoft said it. Phil Spencer said they want this Xbox Anywhere, Xbox Games Anywhere, Xbox Cloud, where you can access the cloud anywhere on any device, like with Cast, with Chromecast, with your tablet, your phone. Moving that to other platforms as well, because it's already on PC and they port most of their games on PC, leaves open a whole new revenue stream that they haven't seen. That's unprecedented. They're losing out on money basically at this point. I don't even know if they've. I think this might have been the most successful year for Xbox, or this console's the most successful Xbox console in quite some time. But you still got to look at the sales data at the end of the day. Now, there are other people on the internet, key figures in the Xbox community, that are speculating on the rebranding implications, saying that, you know, the shift towards its Xbox Everywhere initiative is acknowledging, you know, their vision, that they're wanting to move that way. And I always felt like I made a fucking amazing video a couple years ago giving my thoughts on what that means, and I feel that there's a little bit of an internal struggle according to the rumors I read the other day. I gave an article. There's people who are in for the multi-platform initiative, and then there's people that aren't. In my opinion, exclusivity is key. It definitely most is. And there's studio developers that were under the impression that they would be working solely with Xbox. So now if they suddenly do this shift where they're multi-platform, and a lot of these studios are going to have to get development kits for the PlayStation, for the Switch, and move toward it. It could be it could be a hassle, honestly, if you think about what types of games could even work on the Switch as we know it. Or there might even be games that are out there right now on Xbox that won't even run on the Switch 2. We've heard rumors that the Switch 2 is going to be underpowered as well. So this is going to be interesting to see, especially when we got Call of Duty games coming out for the next decade on Nintendo. I think definitely the move to multi-platform by Xbox is a profit-driven decision by Microsoft's shareholders rather than Xbox leadership. Like, honestly, and I'm going to give Phil Spencer a little bit of a benefit of doubt. I feel he might be in a rock and a hard place when it comes to a corporate company, a billion-dollar company like Microsoft. They might be saying, hey, we're doing this whether you guys want to or not. The long-term repercussions or consequences of this, like, let's say Xbox does go multi-platform, it's definitely going to decrease its role in the gaming industry. I'm going to see, I can envision several more layoffs coming. It's definitely not going to be as big as it was. I don't see them still operating on a big basis as a division in Microsoft. But it's weird because I don't think they're going to completely get rid of hardware. They're still going to make controllers. These controllers work on a lot of devices. I could see controllers, dongles, small little devices like similar to what like the Shield TV is. Maybe they're going to go that route, I would venture to say. But yeah, this is definitely very interesting. This is literally possibly the end of a console war as we know it. And history will be made regardless. I'm hoping for the best. I know there's people out there relishing in this and just trashing Xbox, saying that there was no point. I had a friend that said if Halo, Fable, Starfield, and like a couple other exclusive franchises go to PlayStation, there's literally no reason for them to get a Series X because they don't own one yet. I could feel that sentiment completely, especially when, you know, like the next big game, Indiana Jones, was announced not even a month ago, and now they're saying it's possible that it's going to go to PlayStation 5. So there's definitely a lot of tension mounting, a lot of divisiveness right now, a lot of uncertainty. This is uncharted territory for the gaming community, and at this point, the fate of Xbox is in the hands of Microsoft, and that's what happens with corporations. That's what happens at the end of the day when profits drive, you know, agendas for the companies. Who knows if this will ultimately benefit or harm them? That remains to be seen. So the future of Xbox is hanging in the balance, guys. I need to know, what do you guys think they're going to do? You think they're going to go the way of Sega? Do you think Phil Spencer's going to announce that they're going all multi-platform, that they're shifting their focus away from hardware? That, you know, bye-bye, this is the last console. I don't see them doing it in February. I think that's a weird timing, especially, you know, we got a fiscal year coming up really soon. I don't see them announcing right now, but who knows? Billion-dollar corporations work differently than most of us. That's why they're all rich, right? I don't want to see them go strictly software development, if I'm going to be completely honest, but what do I care? Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. This is probably potentially the next biggest news of the year within the next week. I'd love to hear from you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Smash that like. I'll see you on the next one.